Hello everyone, today in this video we will fight against the atmosphere of our world around us, and today with our short video discussion we will go back to France, of course not physically but as a topic of discussion, and we will refer to, as some people call him, one of last great Frenchman and so on. I do not agree with this opinion, Mr. Charles de Gaulle. Mr. Charles de Gaulle was actually smart guy, it's for sure. He knew how to keep the power and maneuver his people and make them do what he wanted them to do, for sure. But I don't think his creation, I mean Fifth Republic, which we have now, since 1958 in France, is something good. Of course, it's much more stable than the previous republic, especially much more stable than famous Third Republic that existed since 1871 till 1940, when it collapsed under the blows of Third Reich, aggressive Germany, easily. But France now is a decomposing country. Why the creation, I mean the Fifth Republic by de Gaulle, is more stable than the previous one? Only because there is a strong position, strong president who can lead the country when there is a parliamentary crisis. This is the only one wise thing introduced by Mr. de Gaulle. But why I don't consider him as many as a great guy? Because Mr. de Gaulle was actually politically always trying to build a big tent. He wanted to have everybody on his side possible, from commies to some a little bit more patriotic groups. Why I don't say nationalism or really patriotic, only a little bit more patriotic? Because in 1945 till the beginning of 1946, Mr. de Gaulle joined communists together, his followers joined communism, in the action of cleaning France out of real or alleged collaborators with Nazi Germany during the occupation of France in the years 1940-1944. So this opportunity of cleaning France from real or imaginary collaborators with Nazi Germany was used by commies, also by de Gaulle and his followers, to really weaken Action Française and real traditionalist and nationalist French circles. This I cannot forgive him, and I also cannot forgive him. Yeah, one can justify it by millions of ways, but I cannot forgive him that he left Algeria, which was the integral part of France, was the overseas department of France. So I wouldn't say he was great. He was simply fan of the idea of Big Tent, so everybody together under his leadership, and he was always master of making stinky compromises on the cost of someone whom he didn't like. He was, of course, saying that he is a Catholic conservatist, but at the end of the day, especially after he's dead, it's clearly seen his loyalists and their successors, so-called de Gaullists, drifted into more left-oriented positions on the political French scene, because if you are working and collaborating with leftists, of course, entire party quite quickly would and will drift into the left. So I wouldn't find Mr. de Gaulle a great leader and statesman. I would find him only as a skillful political manipulator who created something a little bit stable than the previous republics, but not very stable, and actually prepared his country for slow degradation. Of course, one can, if you are anti-American, one can say, yeah, he loosened ties with NATO, thanks to him France has nuclear program, and it's still superpower. Yeah, everything is true. But when we see how this country is being degraded now, and now every alumni of called the administration, who is now president, pretends to be another another really De Gaulle in disguise, but it's really nothing more than a caricatural picture of him, despite the fact De Gaulle himself was already a caricature of the great leader. We see how this country is slowly degrading. So, despite stabilizing France, Mr. de Gaulle sentenced France to slow rotting that it seems to be hard to be reversible. All the best. Have a nice day. Bye.